Good evening. Welcome to Northwest Dance. I'm your host, Victoria Muhammad. Today we are hosting a show where I have two beautiful sisters, one to my left, one to my right, who are entrepreneurs within the Pacific Northwest. So we're going to talk about various things. My sister here, Stephanie Davis, company is called Chocoleta Express. And then we have to my left, Miss Aisha Walker. Her company's name is My Essence Beauty. Did I get that right, ladies?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Okay, so they're just gonna kind of take turns and describe and let the community know what they do in detail. I'd love to get the backstory of this. So we're just gonna delve right into the show. Throughout the show, there will be their titles along with email addresses. So if you want to reach out to inquire more about the products they sell, please do so. So we're just going to get right into the show. And Aisha, I'm going to start with you. I would love to hear, because I've heard your story, and I want them to hear it.
Okay.
How this came about, what got you going. I'm just going to let you tell it. Yeah.
So this business is pretty much a labor of love. I started My Essence Beauty in 2018. I started my company because in 2008, I suffered a traumatic injury. I tore my pelvic floor in half. I tore my glute, my groin. And then after that, I went through this period of addiction after being overprescribed medications. And so when I got out of treatment and wanted to get my life back together, I needed to make sure that I was going to be okay. So I created this line of products to help me to where I wouldn't have to take pain medication. I can actually use topicals. I do make tinctures as well. Also, I don't like to take extra sleep medication, so I make this product. It's called the Sleeping Body Butter. Everything that I make, I felt a necessity to make it, and anyone that I can help along this journey, it's just really a blessing. I used to think of it as a curse when I was hurt, but now I just know that this was something that had to happen in order for me to grow and be able to help and serve other people, to be, I'm in service to humanity is what I've realized.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Did you find yourself doing research on some of the ingredients you would put in your products before you started to make your products?
Yes. So I had got into essential oils and like teas. I've always kind of been into teas and essential oils. But after I hurt myself, like I said, I knew I didn't want to take narcotic pain medication. Yeah. The first thing that I did was start looking up herbs that can help with taking away pain, either topically or internally. Okay. That's when I made this right here. So this right here is a combination of lemongrass, and then it also has some arnica in it with some other supporting oils. You could literally just take this out and put it wherever it hurts, and it's going to take away pain in about 5 minutes. But it also gives you to where you're going to have clarity. Right. Typically, when you have to take any kind of pain medication, it can make you feel terrible. It can make you feel groggy. That eliminates it at the door. You just scoop it out, put it on there, and you can go about your day. And then with the sleeping, I was like, okay, I don't want to take any more pain or any more sleeping meds. What can I do? I went to bed and I was like, okay, God, I really need your help right now. And I had a dream, and he was like, you know, you used to drink chamomile tea when you was little, in the dream.
Yeah,
and
right.
So then I'm like, oh, okay. And, I got into my books, and then I started realizing, that a lot of the herbs that I used to dabble in when I was younger with drinking teas and more concentration, the benefits are extraordinary. So like with this right here, this is a sleeping body butter. Two of the main essential oils that help with this one is chamomile. Well, actually, two different kinds of chamomile. I have German chamomile, and then I have blue tansy.
Okay.
And
different.
both of those together, you put this on you, you take out a little bit of quarter size amount, spread it in the hands, neck, chest, femoral arteries, the bottoms of your feet, and you get into bed. You don't call nobody. You don't Amazon shop. You use the bathroom before you put this on. Because once you put this on, you're going down.
Sleep.
This isn't it might work. This is, if you touch this, you stay home from work and you do not drive for 8 hours. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I know for a fact, the way my mom and I met you was at one of the local venues here in Portland, and the way you described your product, and I'm telling you, I have issues with my joints. When I say that butter works, and I keep it right at my bedside, I don't have to get up, move. When that knee go, there we go.
Amen.
And it actually helps within 5 minutes.
Yes,
it may be 5
ma'am.
minutes for you, but it helps instantly.
Yes, ma'am.
It is amazing. Now, as far as like your anxiety, the roll-on, I have that one as well.
Yes.
Amazing. Now,
you.
I know that you say when we do the roll-on for the anxiety, there are certain points that we want to put it, right?
Yes. So this right here is my anxiety roller. I made this because I'll flip out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Look, you can look at me wrong and I'll be like, So you do this. So you just take the roller and then you tip it upside down and you'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, the back of the neck, right here. Wait 5 minutes because it's going to drop your blood pressure. Make sure you only use what I showed you. If you use more than what I showed you, then you run the risk of taking a 15 to 30 minute nap.
Yeah.
But you will be able to respond in a situation and not react.
Right. Right.
And if you put too much on, you will go to bed.
Oh, no doubt about it. Because I know my mom uses it too, and she knows just won't.
Yep.
Don't overdo it.
Listen.
You have one as well.
I do.
Yes,
You have one as
ma'am.
well.
Love it.
So I'm
Love
telling
it.
you, your product. When I
works.
say the product works,
I
the product
appreciate
works.
you so much.
And to me, I'm more into natural products.
Yes.
In my opinion, this Western medication is what's killing folks.
Amen.
You know, the overpriced and you got it on the shelves and stuff. I wouldn't care if I won't talk about prices, but it's well worth the price.
Yes.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way. So hopefully your success, and I know your success will continue. That's
Yes,
for a
ma'am.
fact. And I love, like I say, I love the fact that you shared your story, and that meant a lot.
I
It meant
appreciate
it
you
meant a
too.
lot because I'm like, man, and to see this. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on, but you
wait
got
to
a
hear it.
excellent
I
product.
appreciate you very much.
Yes, I will appreciate you.
Because listen here, if I didn't make this stuff, I don't know what I would do. I literally would not be able to function in normal society. It would not happen. I'd be like a hunchback with a cocked wig and
Ooh.
a stick running down the side of the screaming, you
Right,
know?
right. So, and I'm gonna come to you, but before you started your own product, did you try the Western medications? Did it just deter you?
So I thought you don't really learn that they don't have your best interest at heart. It's a stamp and pass system. So because So for one, the injury that I had, none of my doctors had ever dealt with it. I didn't find out that I tore my pelvic floor in half until 7 years after it happened.
Whoa.
So I walked around for years with a torn pelvic floor, walking on Canadian crutches, and it was absolutely terrible.
Oh my goodness.
Western medicine absolutely destroyed my life. When I was diagnosed, you could say, with unstable pelvic floor, and they knew that I had tore all these muscles at my hip, what they did was they gave me a bunch of pain medication. And what I'm learning now is that, yes, pain meds work, but it does something to your brain that gets your brain addicted to these substances. And what they don't do is that they don't tell you that, hey, if one day you don't have this, it's going to be bad for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And like, I have a friend who used to take Valium and didn't know what it would do to her until one day she didn't have it. You understand me? And it tore her up. And she told me her story, and I was like, hey, put this on. A lot of people don't know that chamomile, when it metabolizes in your system, it metabolizes like a Valium-like substance.
Really?
Yes. So that's
Okay,
what
so-
is laying you out.
Yes.
And keeping you to where you can be centered. But yeah, Western medicine, they used to have me on gabapentin, all
Ooh.
kinds of tricyclics. They used to have me on everything. Now I'm down to three or four meds that are specific for what I need.
Right.
And then when I do have pain, I have my natural remedies, because I make all this stuff, but I also make like tinctures that help with pain that you can put under your tongue. I also make tinctures that you can use if you get sick that will help with boost your immunity. When I say I make everything, I make everything.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. You are
absolutely.
so overdue for your shop.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
overdue.
It's coming.
Yeah,
I
oh,
live in the-
absolutely, it's
Amen.
coming.
I need to live next door.
Come on, girl.
So
Come
what's
on.
that?
I'll share with
What's
you.
the square?
Well worth
So
it.
these right here are my turmeric soaps.
Turmeric is good too.
Some years ago, when I hit 35, I got acne. And it didn't matter what I did, it just would not go away. So then I started researching, okay, what will help with this inflammation? What can take away my dark spots? Because I also grow a full beard too. And so
okay.
these soaps contain shea. There's also hibiscus powder, turmeric powder, black pepper. And then there's a honey tincture, which is honey that sits in vodka for about 4 to 6 weeks, makes it more bioavailable. Honey is a humectant, so when you wash with this, it will help to pull the moisture from the outside into your skin, but then it will also help to lighten any dark marks. And if there is inflammation on the outside of the skin, it will calm that inflammation down.
Really?
And like just using this bar will take away any kind of acne that you might have and any kind of discoloration anywhere, coupled with my facial serum.
Okay, so the facial serum
Yes.
goes. Okay, so we want to wash with
You
the
want to
soap
wash
first.
with the soap and then leave your face visibly wet. If you have like rose water or something, spray the rose water visibly wet, couple of little dots, get it in there. It stops advanced signs of aging. It helps with wrinkles. It also helps to bring hyperpigmentation back to where you don't have it on the face.
Right.
Everything that I make, it was just like, I can't continue to ask these people to help me, and I'm gaining weight and I'm feeling terrible.
Right, right, and get nowhere. No, you're
Exactly.
absolutely right. That's what I'm saying. And you know, when you stop and think about it, like our parents, they didn't
They didn't know.
go pop a pill when they had an issue.
No. They went out into that garden.
There you go. And they knew what leaf and what branch. They knew the roots.
Yes.
You know, just like our people in Africa. Come on. They know what will poison you, what will help you, what will heal you.
Exactly.
They know the plants and the roots. So,
Yes.
and I think that in America right now, if we were to go back to that, it wouldn't be profitable for the people who are trying to make the profit. And that's the sad part about it.
And that's the one thing that is crazy, because most drugs that are Western medication come from a natural plant.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you cannot copy nature. So when you do try to copy and you try to synthesize it, you leave something out.
Yes.
So this might be good for inflammation, but that other side could have helped and been a diuretic, but they only took the inflammation, so now you're swelling up because you got water on you. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fooling with the right properties is a no-no. So yeah, I get it. And I know that even with some of the medications, originally when I had my diagnosis with my joint issues and stuff like that, if you stop, a lot of times people tend to take their doctors at face value and just say, well, I've got this medication, that medication. Now you got 10 pills.
Yeah, I don't
And
need
they're
all
not
that.
going to coincide. They're not going to coincide because now you're going to have a side effect from one, not
From the
knowing which
other
one
one.
is doing what. You know, like when you mentioned turmeric, excellent property, excellent, because even black pepper, excellent. And when I started to do my research on a drink that I make, it contains even turmeric, turmeric tea, pineapple's good, ginger's really good for
Ginger with
inflammation. All we have to do is just do a little research.
Yeah.
That's it.
And take the time. And see, that's just it. The time, you have to be dedicated to it.
Listen.
Too many shortcuts out here.
Tear your pelvic floor in half and you'll find a way to not hurt.
Wow.
Listen.
Wow. So you suffered with that for years like that?
Oh, well, honey, I'm still hurting right now. I'm still suffering from the effects. I'm filing for like my disability and stuff right now because I'm finally at the point to where it's okay to be disabled. When I first hurt myself and I was 24, it wasn't okay for me to be disabled. So I made a lot of excuses and I just didn't do what I knew that I needed to do for myself and to give myself a break and be like, hey lady, this was detrimental to your health. Give yourself a break. So now I'm older. I know what I need to do for my body. And so I'm just moving forward on the complete natural path because
Yes, absolutely.
it's not worth the side effects.
It's not worth the side effects. And that's why I enjoyed going to a naturopathic doctor that I see out in Vancouver. And you'd be amazed at even the steps they take to see what's inside your body, less the x-ray, you know, and different stones and jewels and stuff. And it's nothing hokey pokey. These people have gone to school for this. It's a heavy study for that. And see, this is the reason why, in my opinion, it's not allowed on certain medical plans. They won't cover it.
You're
yes,
exactly right.
you are.
You're exactly right. That's crazy you say that because I used to work at one of the legacy hospitals and a man came in there and was complaining because his insurance had changed and now he's with Legacy, but his old insurance, they would give him essential oils. They had all kinds of natural things that they would do, but if you don't have a
Really?
really good plan, then they don't even offer it.
Nope. And some I've known some to try to deter you, by saying things like, "Well, that's not federally cleared or whatnot." But if it's relieving the pain,
Right.
less the side effects, what's wrong? What's wrong? Seriously, that's the thing. Okay, well, shoot, thank you so much for sharing
you.
that, Aisha. I'm still going to come back to you
Yes,
because, you know,
ma'am.
we still got to talk about.
I love that.
Okay, and to my right, I've got Stephanie Davis, Chocolate Express. So please share with us what you do. Your work's beautiful too. I'll let you take it from there.
I design T-shirts and I personalize them for anybody. So if you want like just the hand up here, I can just leave the hand up, or take the heart off, or put the heart on, or I design it any kind of way you want it, any kind of way. Shoot, I can take the boot off or leave the boot on, and this is something I do on my Cricut machine. I know you haven't seen none of this. So
Personalized, I like that.
the only reason why I started doing this is because I used to do hair.
Okay, yeah, give us the backstory.
I
That's
used
right.
to do children hair. I used to do adults hair. Used to braid. I started braiding when I was like 13. So I started doing my own hair. And everybody was giving me compliments about my hair. So I was like, okay. So that's when this came into play. So I like afros. I love afros. I love them. could never grow one myself. So when I finally got old enough and I started, you know, doing my own hair more, and my afro started growing more, I said, "This is me."
Amen.
I
you
seen
go.
this online, and I was like, "This is me." I'm always praying, so there you go. And I'm always sitting like this, so this is my
There you
natural
go.
stand.
There you go.
So, the Unk. I wrote a book about my life. When I first moved to Oregon, I was having complications with my twin girls. They were running away, doing, you know, typical teenage stuff. I don't like teenagers. So the book that I wrote is called Life, and this is the way I wrote it. The book is, when I bring the book out, it's going to have life like this, and it's going to have a butterfly, and at the bottom it's going to say, what's that song by, I cannot remember the song.
Who's the artist?
Jeez, what's that lady name? I'm a big girl now.
One thing I can think of this is, oh no, that says you're a big girl and I'm a daddy's little
No.
girl. I don't know. I'm a big girl.
No,
What does she
that's
look like?
Keith
I don't know.
I have to tell you later, but
Yeah.
but this is a part of my book,
Right
and
on.
it has the song on the bottom. Big girls don't cry. No,
I
I
don't know.
cannot
'Cause
remember. It's something about me growing up as a woman. I had to grow up. I had to leave. I had to make a life on my own. That's what the whole book is about. But at the beginning, it was about the kids,
right.
raising them in Oregon. The law and everything, and how the kids grow up here. Don't
Yeah,
like
it's a
it.
whole
Don't.
story,
It's a
yeah.
whole
Yeah.
new monster.
Yeah.
I grew up in Illinois. I'm not from here, so it was different. The kids are raised very different.
Right.
So I wanted to make sure I had an extra income. So I wanted to do something that I know I was good at. I'm an artist. I also sketch. I didn't bring any of them, but they're in a warehouse or in a storage. But this is my personality right here. I'm funny, outgoing, so I'm straightforward.
Right on.
You know, I like to have fun, but these
But you got a
are.
lot of, show those designs.
So these are some of the designs I had this company make for me. These are the breast cancer ones.
I like
It's
those.
October. So I'll order some of these offline.
So pretty. And so when you do your T-shirts, they can a person can order, of course, their color of their choice.
Yes.
And you can take, like, if you have something that says Mary had a little lamb, and you can take, instead of just you can add and delete. What I mean, you can subtract and add.
Right.
So it's just their own personal choice as to
Right.
what they want. Okay, and that's cool.
See, like this blessed and these lips, I can put them on a T-shirt any kind of way you want it.
Right.
Add any words that you want. I got the machine, the Cricut machine. This is very popular.
That is with the hustle to your haters. Ask if you're hiring. That's a good one.
Listen.
Definitely a good one.
Yes.
Yes. And it has a good
Self-love.
play.
So this is the one that I really, really love. Know your worth and then add tax. That's self-love all day long. Created with a
Absolutely.
purpose. I just redid my book this morning.
And well, hey, I love it. I love your design. So,
Yes. So I can take like this. I want to be a designer. I'm a traveling designer too. I want to be able to go to Vegas or anywhere and do it right there in your room or at your house or
that's
whatever.
good,
That's
too.
the way I want. I love to travel.
especially if you have the time and patience to do it.
Oh yes.
So on average, like if you did a T-shirt, say this one, that's perfect. Well, how you gonna win when you ain't worth Lauryn Hill?
Yeah, Lauryn Hill.
Something like that. Does it take you longer to make the graphics with writing in it, or
It takes longer to do it, but I can also print this. off a computer, off my computer.
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta do is put it on my computer. I can take a picture of it and put it on my computer. I actually did this for a coworker, which I know she'll be watching later. I actually did this for a coworker of mine, and she loved it.
Okay, and then you just switch
It
up the
was like,
colors.
yeah, I can do this on my computer.
Okay, that's cool. So, what do you do? Various venues. But you say you're a traveling designer. So you just kind of, because you know we don't have as many as I think we should. We have what, of course, our Juneteenth. We have Good in the Hood. We have the different ones at various parks, like Alberta Park and I think Park and stuff like that. So we kind of catch them when we can catch them.
Right.
So do you just kind of keep on in the loop with that, especially during the warmer months?
I have to. I have to go online and make sure I write down every event that's going on in Portland.
Okay.
Every event. I just got back in February, so I'm just now catching up with everything and getting my designs. I want all these gone.
Right. Oh, and they will be.
Yeah, they will. Just like there's a company out here that teaches you line dance. So they wanted this, but I haven't went up there yet because they start so late. So I just haven't been going. But I'm gonna reach out to them and tell them I got, this design. If y'all want it now, like I can get 5 more T-shirts done.
Right.
But people's not ordering as quick as I want them to.
Yeah, but then like you said, you're traveling, and I don't think it's as much to do in the colder months here.
Right.
But you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook, Stephanie Davis, and I'm on TikTok, which is my TikTok is Chocolate Express 1. I forgot the name, the picture that's on the front of it, but has my picture on it. I have all kind of pictures, videos, and whatever. Please share them. Share.
Definitely. Yeah,
Please
and
do.
do a couple skits of TikToks.
I do.
With your T-shirts. See, that's another thing too, because I think that especially like I said in those colder months, and it's just me thinking outside my head here. If you had maybe a couple kids or whatever, or teenagers, and like the one says "Boots on the Ground," that's popular, and I love that song. Get in and do a little routine. People, and a lot of times people say, "Well, I wonder where she got that shirt from." Now you got all your information down there. Reach out to you. So, do you find yourself just delivering locally, or will you do it like will you mail out like to California?
Oh,
or
I'll
New York?
mail out.
Okay,
oh,
so
yes.
okay.
I will ship anywhere. It doesn't even matter.
See,
does not matter. My
stay tuned
Facebook
on
got
that.
majority of the videos and the pictures that I've taken after I press them. So it's more in detail of how they look in on paper or whatever on video. So they look amazing.
Oh, I believe it.
They look amazing.
I believe it.
I couldn't believe it myself. So when I'm setting it out, I have to prep everything. So like I did 10 T-shirts. I could lay them on the table. I have to set them to where I want them. And then I have to press the front. But then I have to turn it over. Press the back. Do it inside out. Press it again. And then press it the front and the back. And it's a process that took me 8 hours to do.
It's definitely worth it in the end. You see it at the end. Definitely.
It's definitely worth it. And this motivates me.
Oh, yes.
This motivates me.
Yes.
This is definitely me.
Do you do hats or scarves or purses or anything like that?
I'm trying to get there. I definitely want to do that. Definitely want to.
Because you have the machine too, so and there's still a process of learning too, because I do art, so for people who craft and do art, and this is art too, and this is medicine for medicinal purposes, what I meant, and in doing that, you as you go along, in my opinion, you learn. I
every
promise
day.
you intend to add something or delete something and say, oh, well, okay, here we go. But that's the process of it. And that's the beautiful thing. That's the beauty in it.
Right. Oh,
So, yeah.
I organize and decorate a lot. I used to do it on the military base. Used to organize people's houses and I this is definitely what I wanted that machine for.
Right
So I
on.
can decorate my grandkids' room or my apartment. If you go on my Facebook, you'll see a bunch of pictures that I took when I was living here, 2019. My apartment was decorated and everything. I just wanted more detail, so I got
Right.
the machine.
Well, right on, honey. It's much
Yes,
appreciated. We appreciate you, too.
absolutely.
Absolutely. So, I had a question, too.
Yes.
About you. Oh yeah, pop-ups. Do you do pop-ups, or do you just keep in tune with the?
I do pop-ups, and then I have a pretty big clientele. So like, I don't have a website currently. So typically, if you get my card, it's got my phone number on it. I do quite a few pop-ups. I haven't been doing as many as of late, just because of my whole health condition. But I do have a lot of people that just come to the house. Like, hey, girl, call me. Listen.
Yeah.
I need aroma.
And listen, because I had somebody, she was like, this is a long shot, but I'm sick. And I was like, I'm at home right now. Come and get a tincture. Okay. Thank the Lord. Listen.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So your tinctures, how do you say it?
Tinctures.
Tinctures. Do they work faster than your butters?
Yes. And only because the tincture is sublingual. So it's either
Okay.
an alcohol-based tincture
Right.
or it's going to be a glycerite. And that is when you take the plant matter and you put it into a jar or whatever with whatever you're going to use to extract the medicine, and then you set that for 6 weeks. Once you're done with that, you just take a couple of drops and put under your tongue. You're microdosing medicine, you know what I mean? So like,
Right.
I have sometimes when I get inflamed and I don't want to take ibuprofen or anything like that, I have white willow bark at home. White willow bark tree it's exactly where aspirin comes from.
Oh.
So
really?
aspirin has a natural backing to it, but it can't be as 100% natural because it's a synthetic. But you can take the white birch tincture, put a couple of drops in some water, drink it, no more inflammation. Or you can just drop it directly under the tongue and sublingually, it probably about 2 minutes.
Really? See, that's something new. I've never heard of that one. You live and you
Nice.
learn. So, if say in making, say your turmeric bars or your sleep aid, on average, how long does it take to make? I don't know how big your batches are, too, though.
Girl,
so,
listen. So my soaps typically takes about a couple of weeks to make those because they have to set out to let the lye and stuff cure inside of them. But when I do make these, I'm making a batch of 50.
Yeah.
And that's going to take me, that's 5-6 hours of soap making, and then setting it aside. And then when I do my butters, I usually make one giant bowl of butter and then see how many I have left over, what's there, and I'll put them into their jars, and then I say what I sauce them later, which is I'll put either if it's going to be a sleeping butter or if it's going to be a tincture. Kind of same thing with the anxiety rollers. They have their complete own jar to where I remember my sister was sick one time and she had some high blood pressure going on, and I put this all over her body, girl, brought her blood pressure down.
Yeah.
And then the facial serum, that one's probably got the most ingredients inside of it.
Really?
Yes. The ingredients are they're very, very simple because you want it to as close as nature as you can get it.
Yes.
But yeah, everything is 100% natural that I make, and it takes a while. I'm so crazy. I need to get something to actually start printing these, but then I'm like, it's not as personable. You
No,
know?
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not as personable.
It's not.
And then my husband was like, well, that's kind of crazy. And I was like, well, you kind of love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You can use your signature like the machine
Yeah.
I got.
Yes.
I could actually design your signature on there and put it on your
I need
product.
to do that. It's just so, I feel like even just every little letter is giving a little bit more of myself to someone.
It is.
You
It's
know what
not
I
coming
mean?
out of a factory where they just stamp,
absolutely.
stamp, stamp,
Right,
stamp, stamp.
right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like you said, it's personal. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So do you foresee, I'm sure you do, foresee yourself making any other, rather tinctures or butters or?
Yes. So I'm thinking about actually getting into starting making my tinctures on a more consistent level. So when I make them, I'll make like a gallon batch of like wild lettuce, a gallon batch of like stinging nettle. And because it's vodka, it sets forever. It can set for over however many years. Liquor tends not to go bad. But when I make those, I make huge batches. When you make wild lettuce, I had a friend actually bring me a 6-foot tall wild lettuce plant.
I've never heard of that.
It's actually so back in the day when they ran out of morphine and opium and stuff, when the war was going on for pain, the Native Americans showed them that wild lettuce acts like an opiate in the brain, but you can't get addicted to it.
Whoa.
So my friend, she actually goes out and she'll forage plants for me, and then she'll bring it. Now that right there, that process is like 21 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Because not only do you have to wash the plant, cut the plant, shred the plant, and then you got to put it in a huge cooking basin to where like you make a tea, and then you have to watch it because you want it to like get to where it's almost kind of like a oily consistency. So when I make my wild lettuce, I have enough typically to last me for about maybe 4 or 5 months. And that's also with making other people's tinctures.
Wow.
And it's even better because I got it from nature. I didn't even have to buy the herb. My friend just was like, "You want this on my back?
Yeah.
Give it here."
That's beautiful too. You know, we just had the
Yes.
Indigenous Day this past Monday, and I went to a dinner. It was an Indigenous dinner, and it was so beautiful. I can't even think of the chef's name. He's world renowned. He's known, but there were 5 different entrees, but as they brought them out, he would explain what was what. And one of his workers would go up somewhere here in Oregon, up in the mountains, and he would forage for the actual
Oh, yes. That's the
edible
best.
flowers. And then the way
Yes.
he explained, I was like, this is amazing. And
Right.
every entree had an explanation to his indigenous history. It was out of sight.
That's absolutely
Nice.
beautiful.
Heck
All from
yeah.
nature. And then there was a lady who had asked, and she asked me, and I said, please don't ask that man that question, because I think it would be offensive, because I think he was a Blackfoot Indian. And she would ask the question, so if I take some home, is it best to heat it up in the oven or the microwave? Now, what would you think? Do you think they had microwaves back in
No.
And I said, please, and I let her ask the question anyways. Think about it. You know, they have their own ways to refrigerate things and everything the natural way. But this was my first time ever eating edible flowers, and they were so pretty you just didn't want to eat them. And then, have you ever heard of? It's a radish, but it's a watermelon radish.
Oh,
And
that
it
sounds
looked
delicious.
exactly. He pickled it some type of way, and it's just a perfect a small piece of watermelon radish. I'll show you the pictures when we're done.
Oh wow.
And the food was just so wonderful. It just was so aromatic and just light and just, yeah.
Ooh, I
That's
know
what I'm
that's
talking
good.
about.
That's what I'm talking about too. It's when they say you go to forage for the natural seeds and spices and stuff from the earth. That's a wonderful feeling.
It really is. I have this one time my husband he takes a inhaled corticosteroid, and we had switched doctors, and the doctor did not switch the medication to the strength that it needed to be, so it wasn't strong enough. So for about a week, he was literally just passing away. Literally.
yeah.
He was oxygen deprived. You could see it, like he was kind of turning blue. I take him to the doctor. We tell him about what happens. They're like, okay, we can get his medicine, whenever. So they get his medicine, but he still doesn't feel good. So I go into the supplement store, and there's this man, and I'm just going to say he's an angel because I've never seen him any other time except for that one time. And I go to this store all the time for years. And I'm like, my husband's blood is not oxygenated enough. He's feeling terrible. Talking to the lady about it. He comes to me and he's like, you know about hawthorn berry, right? And I was like, I don't. He was like, get some hawthorn berry from here, take it to your husband within a couple of hours, or less than that, his blood will be oxygenated. So I took his word for it. I got that hawthorn berry, took it to my husband. Within 45 minutes, his color was back and he was not short anymore.
That's crazy.
And he had already gotten his medicine back, but because it's a steroid, it has to take time. Like, it's not, because he wasn't using it, it still has to build up in his system. But that hawthorn berry,
Instant.
and if you take a hawthorn berry supplement, you have to tell your cardiologist, because it will stop you from having a heart attack. It actually kills troponin. Troponin is the enzyme that is made when you have a heart attack. If you take hawthorn berry as a supplement, it will stop your heart from making troponin.
Oh.
Is
Isn't
that
that-
something that's needed?
Yes, yes. So as we
boy.
get older and you have
Okay.
like heart disease and your blood's not oxygenated, oxygenated, you know what I mean.
That is exactly what it is.
But yes, and so he even still takes it to this day. Because he has COPD. Some days he feels okay, some days it's not. But especially when it's like rainy and foggy, it's that heaviness in the air. He'll take a hawthorn berry, oxygenated within a couple 45 minutes, and on his day.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
So do you do a lot of research, I bet?
Right.
Oh, all I do is read. I put my headphones on and then just get into my herb books and figure out what can I do to help myself, and then in turn help the people around me to where we can all be healthy. Because in the Black community, we don't have a lot of health and wellness.
Right.
It's just not here. In other communities, it's readily available, but we don't have that here for us. And a lot of Black folks don't want to take pills. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So rubbing a butter or a cream on themselves is ideal. They don't want to. They don't trust the doctors. I mean,
Think
we've
about
seen
it,
what
yeah.
they've done.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
absolutely. And then it says, a lot of us too will kind of pull back from our parents and their parents and remembering what they said. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't know the actual ingredients to the cure the problem. But like you say, you got your herb book. I think if we sat down and took more time to do studies on our health and bodies, we'd be just fine.
Oh,
because
yeah.
you know how you feel. A doctor can't tell you, no, you're not feeling that. I
Exactly.
feel what I feel.
Exactly.
And what I was saying earlier is that when I first got hurt, I was on enough opiates to put a horse down. Tricyclics, gabapentin. Literally within a year of me hurting myself, I was 140 pounds when I caught that man, because that's how I hurt myself. I caught a 500-pound patient at the Portland Veterans Hospital.
yes, right.
I used to be a CNA. And it just... It tore me down. It tore me down. Within a year, I gained 130 pounds, and I'm not eating anymore. I'm not eating more than what I typically do,
Right.
but I'm not able to move as much. But 130 pounds, I started researching Lyrica and gabapentin. All of them have weight gain as a symptom. And when you have a torn pelvic floor and bad hips, it's not okay to be big. You have to get that weight off. Girl, when I tell you I stopped that, and it took me about a year and a half, and I lost that 130 pounds. At one point, I was 330 pounds.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Just because of the stress of the pain
The
in your body.
stress and not being able to move around, and then taking all that extra stuff was doing bad stuff to me.
And it will. And it will. And a lot of times when people are given medications from the pharmacy itself, they'll have this huge, they say, you want your paperwork? No, seriously.
No, seriously. I say go on ahead and keep it. It's just going to end up in the door.
Exactly.
Okay? I got so many prescriptions in the crack of my door.
I know it. I think a lot of us don't even take the time out to read it. And I think if we did,
I do
a lot of
now.
us would be like, I'm not taking this.
None of
But you
it.
got, yeah.
You can't, if you, listen, I hate it when I'm watching a good movie. Because when I bought Netflix, there was not supposed to be any ads, okay?
Yes.
But then the ads are coming up now, like I didn't pay for no ads. And it's
Right.
like, do you have boobily bops and tibbly winkles?
Exactly.
Your eyeballs is going to fall out. Your teeth is going to fall
Yeah.
out. Your nose is rotting off. Your fingertips is going to fall off. Your head will fall off in 62 days.
Exactly.
But you won't have an itchy ear. I'd
Right.
be like,
See? You see? That's
you know
sad.
what? No, I don't want any of that. I will go and find a herb that will help me, that I know that the
Right.
side effects are maybe some bowel discomfort
Right.
or it's going to
Right.
make me sleepy.
Right.
But I don't want my brain to melt
Exactly.
because I got eczema.
Exactly. You said to go through all that to get down to this, and half the time the stuff don't even work. That's the saddest part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
About
the
it.
worst part.
It's
It is.
terrible.
It
It's
is.
really terrible. It just got. They have this Ozempic. Is it Ozempic? The one for the new diet thing. What's that called?
Yeah, that Ozempic and Wegovy and all that stuff. I done heard about them women losing their hair. And listen, all
see.
you got to do is not eat more calories
Yeah.
than you burn.
Exactly.
That's all you have to do. Put that spoon down, go for a run.
Yes.
Because listen, at the end of the day, it's all kind of side effects with that. I just seen. So women are getting pregnant off of it. It's doing something to women to where they're getting pregnant. And like older women, then you're losing your hair. They're losing their hair. Some of them are suffering from like gastroparesis. When all you have to do is just get you some good vitamins.
Right.
Eat a balanced, healthy meal. You can't drink every night. You
Right.
can't eat a cake every night.
Right.
You know what I mean? And especially as we get older, we need to pay attention to the signs, warning signs that our body is putting out because shoot, we
Absolutely.
at that age where today you see somebody and the next day they like, oh, she done passed away. Well, she done ate like a teenager her whole
Yes.
entire life. You're not
Yes.
20 years old no more.
Exactly.
I was just saying that too, and I know that with these new these quick fixes, hit them, and guaranteed, I'd be willing to bet in the next 8 to 10 months they'll start having. If you took this medication,
Oh,
and you had this side effect.
Listen, you already know.
Yes.
You already know.
Yes, and that's no, it's sad too. You
Yes,
have
it
now-
is.
you got-
It's
now you-
annoying.
They want you to jump on board this now
is
class
so
action
annoying.
lawsuit, and you walk around here one more.
With
We're
one
guinea
eyeball.
pigs.
Listen.
We're guinea pigs.
Listen, I understand
That's
completely.
why they say the doctors are practicing medicine.
I've only
Practice.
They
had
are.
Yes.
They're practicing.
I've only had like 2 doctors since I've hurt myself that actually helped me solve this problem, and they were both female gynecologists.
Okay.
And when I tell you these women, I was like, look, I'm big. I don't want to do this no more. Can I do it the natural way? Never ever was a no fight, no fuss. But I've been to other doctors, even when I was big and they didn't know what was going on with me, and I'd be like, okay, what if I get off of this and you know, start taking, it would always be a fight. And then once I got that first gynecologist that helped me out, who even told me my pelvic floor was ripped open, she was like, do what you feel. She was like, because listen here, at the end of the day, I'm writing these prescriptions out because of what I think you might be feeling.
That's right.
You are the only person who knows exactly how you're feeling.
Exactly.
And so that's when I go to doctor's appointments now, I be telling them, she be like, okay, Aisha, hold on. I be like, listen.
And a lot of them look and they know that you've done some type of research. They know it. They know you've been in tune to your own body. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. When I haven't been to a doctor in a while, but when I went one time, and I had mentioned that I make this juice that helps with my inflammation, and it helps. And the doctor, the rheumatologist, kind of looked at me like, "You're right." He said, "Yes, that's excellent." So why aren't the doctors pushing more of that on people instead of
Because
just
you don't get paid for
Exactly.
You cannot patent God's medicine is the
No.
whole thing. A lot of people don't understand. People will be like, oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you shouldn't be taking all these medications that these doctors are telling you to take. Because in the Bible, it talks about pharmakia being magic. The word pharmacy comes from the Greek word pharmakia. Okay? And just because they put it in a pill and try to give it to you does not mean it's going to help you.
Exactly.
And so you got to trust your gut, and you really just have to be like, okay, pray about it. I'm going to be honest with you, because that's what I had to do. Like, God, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm over here hurting. I can't move. I got small kids. What do I need to do?
Oh wow!
Yeah, when I hurt
whammy.
myself, my son was 2 and my daughter was 6.
Oh my goodness.
So I picked my son up for his 2nd birthday because he's born July 1st, and I got hurt August 8th of 08. And that was the last time I picked my baby up.
Oh wow!
So when I say do the natural way, because Lord have mercy.
Did they, because with such an injury, did they suggest you do any type of surgery, or just it just kind of left you hanging?
No, because of how bad the tear was on the inside, I completely ripped the right side of my pelvic floor.
Ooh.
And so if they go in there and try to fix it, it's going to create more scar tissue. And listen here.
Yeah.
No.
Ain't having
No,
it.
no,
Ain't
no.
not having it at all. I know that's right. Yes. Well, I hope you feel much better from all that, because I mean, like, and then those, what they call it, like, not ghost pains. What do you call it? Phantom.
Listen.
I'm gonna tell you something. When people say, "Well, you have," I had a surgery some years ago, and they said, "Well, and then you that scar can kind of bother you." And they said, "Phantom pains, you'll have phantom pains." Oh, those are real though.
Yeah, they're really
they are.
real.
Those are real.
I used to have patients that would actually get their feet cut off and then ask you to scratch their toe.
Ooh.
And hold on though, they know that the toe is not there, but if you do this,
They say, yeah.
oh, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is that something
that's the brain
here?
remembering.
Yeah, that's something here. Yes.
Those synapses remembering exactly what happened.
Isn't that strange?
I
Isn't that
appreciate you so
strange?
much
Oh no,
for
I
letting me
appreciate.
come on here.
Oh, we're gonna have you come back on again and again
I
and again and
appreciate
again
it.
and again.
We're gonna have to come and make some stuff and
Yes.
show people
Yeah.
how to live.
Yeah, we were just
Healthy.
talking about that community. We are going to bring on board some. You explain it. I'm gonna let you explain what we want to do.
So pretty much what I would like to do is I would like to come on here and bring some of the things that I make and show people how to make their own medicines. You don't have to go to the corner store and get some Sudafed when you can go to a wooded area where there's a lot of trees and just goodness growing, and grab a lichen off a tree, which is called old man's beard. You pull that off of that tree, go home and wash it, and set that lichen inside of some 90 proof vodka. In 6 weeks, you have an antibiotic that does not harm the good bacteria in your body. Like literally, you can take a little shot of that, because I typically make it with a moonshine, and any
okay.
type of cold, fever, flu, stuffy nose, sore headaches, anything is just gone. Because anything that's in the store, we have to remember, is petroleum based, and it's not made to work with our bodies.
Exactly.
As that lichen that's been sitting on that tree, he's been waiting for you to come and pick him. He's been
In the
breathing that good
nature.
air, and
Yes.
God put that there in order for us to be able to be healthy and not have to. Most antibiotics kill everything, so you have to eat a yogurt. That doesn't.
Right. Right. So you remember they used to say back in the day, molded bread is
It's
penicillin.
That's how they figured out how to make penicillin.
Isn't that weird? But we are so quick to throw it away.
Listen, God put everything on this planet that we need.
Absolutely.
And I can remember one time I was asking this lady, I don't know when this is going to end, and she was like, "Don't you make stuff? Why don't you look inside of your cabinet and see if there's anything that could help you?" And I went in there, my wild lettuce bottle was in there. I was like, "Is she in my house?" But,
yes, yes,
you know,
yes.
it
Nice.
helps.
Make it happen. That's a
Oh,
beautiful,
yeah, I'm coming knocking on
beautiful
your
thing.
door.
Come and see
I'm
me.
telling you, it's
Come
so
on.
worth it. I am a true
Yes.
witness, absolute true witness to the product. Me and Mom both. And as a matter of fact, when we stop this show, I need to buy 2 more off the table.
I know that's right. I
Because
brought them for
I
you.
know, yes. I know
brought
how
'em
it
for
works.
you.
You know,
Yes.
now this would be an excellent. I mean, I'm so glad that we will be periodically. If the audience has, I mean, the community has noticed, we've running across the screen their contact information. So please stay in touch.
Reach out.
Reach out. It is so worth it. We're coming up on the holidays now, and like people say, well, we can give a little gift basket. You think this wouldn't be a beautiful gift?
Oh, yes.
Beautiful gift to give to your friends and family?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm
ready.
saying. It's so
I'm ready.
worth it.
It's so worth
yes.
it.
Do you ever? We're almost done too. I'm sorry. Do you ever set up a shop where you do what do you call them? Not display. It's test, not like a tester. Do you do that where people can kind of test your product?
And then kind of chill and sit.
Yeah.
I don't, but I've had several people who have had pain, and they're like, well, if it works, then let me get some and I'll put it on there. And by the time I'm done, if it works, they don't even have to walk. It's 5 minutes.
It's less than 5 minutes.
And then they're
I'm telling
coming
you.
back and they're like,
Yes.
listen, it's going
Yeah.
to speak for itself. everything that I use here, I make it because I seen a need for it, and then my kids were like, "Hey, mommy, you should sell this to help other people."
I remember that day when I seen you.
Yeah, with me and my
the
son.
lady was just tried it on, and I said it works.
And it does.
Absolutely works.
And it does.
I didn't even know that was her actually.
Oh, okay.
And I
Well,
walked up on her
See,
a couple
I
of days
remember-
ago.
Yeah.
I had a panic attack, and she was like, "Did you put the oil
I
on?"
did
Yeah,
too. Listen.
And it works.
Yes,
You have
it
to.
works.
I recall one night
Absolutely.
my knee was really, really swollen, and I keep it at my bedside table. And if I want to be a little more lazy, I just take it, put it right over here, and when I feel that pain, there you go. That's it. That's all. And I'm telling you, and I get it's less than 5 minutes. I promise you, it's less. Maybe for you, but for me, it is less. I would say, it's no more than 3 minutes.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
it hits. And I was like, I was like, this is amazing to me.
I'm so blessed
It is
that
so-
it's such a blessing for me to
You
be
are
able to
blessed to
help
have-
anybody. It's a
Yes.
labor of love.
Absolutely, keep doing what you're doing because
Absolutely.
it's so beneficial. It's beneficial for the world.
Yes.
It truly. You got a lot of health people out here.
I hope
who are
to
into
be a household name within the next 5 years.
Yes.
That is actually going to
You
be my
are.
goal, is to be a household name. Because listen here, with everything that's going on in the world, you know what I mean, and families not communicating, and just some anxiety could ruin your family. You don't even know they got anxiety, and you done did something and set them off. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's
I get it.
it's worth the work.
Yes,
Definitely
absolutely
is.
worth the work.
My daughter was having anxiety the other day when we was going to the store. So the day after we were going to the store, and I said, "Hold on, let me rub this on you."
Put it on you. Listen, I get
Yes,
up in
I
the
did.
morning.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so glad you're here today.
Absolutely.
I did not expect all this, but I am so glad you're here.
I'm so glad you're here too, and
glad.
thank you so much
Oh
for
my
having me here.
goodness.
This is such a
Definitely.
blessing.
Yes.
Absolutely. I thank both you beautiful sisters.
Thank
and
you.
you guys order your t-shirts. That she takes time out to make these
Oh, yeah.
the way you want them, specifically the way you want them.
That's
so
right.
Your information has run across the screen throughout the show as well.
Okay.
So I'd love to have the both of you back.
Let's
I would love
do
to
it.
come back.
I would love to.
come back.
Absolutely. I'd love to have the both of you back.
Hers.
Definitely. Okay. Technical difficulties. Okay. So I'll repeat that. So as I was just mentioning that the sisters love that. Had you guys on board, and we'll have you back again. But periodically, we were running their information across the screen. Be sure to reach out if you want to order a specific shirt, the color you want, the size, the design. Please reach out to Miss Stephanie Davis. And if you want to get your tincture or your body butters and oils or your soaps, please reach out to Miss Aisha Walker. The information's on the screen. We're going to come back and we're going to do a little something like she mentioned. This would be so wonderful, even though she's not going to give away the secret ingredient. That would be an absolute no.
Listen, it took me so very long
To get it to where you
get
wanted
it
it.
to listen so long. I have a book that has at least 400 or 500 different recipes of things that I've never even made.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know someday somebody's gonna need something, and I'm gonna be like, Aisha, this is what. Okay, let me
There you go.
get in this book and go on ahead and help you.
And so when
Amen.
you blow up and you make it big, then you're going to have a crew that you swear to secrecy.
Oh yeah,
Or
you know
chop
what?
it.
I've already thought about that.
You're
And I think
gonna
I'm
have
just
to.
gonna pre-make the oils and take them in.
I'm telling you, because once remember when I first
Yeah.
met you, I said, why don't you put your stuff out on Shark Tank or something?
Listen, they will steal your business
Yeah, they will.
very fast.
Yeah, they will.
And it took me years to perfect this, and all it would, if I don't have a copyright on any of my products, because it's so expensive in order to get a copyright on them. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, we gotta work on that copyright.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we definitely do.
Okay. Well, again, ladies, I thank you
Thank you.
so very
you.
much. We will have you back again. We're gonna mix it up and do some other stuff.
Yes,
It'll
I'm
be
excited.
I am with it.
Absolutely
I
worth
am
it.
with it.
Thank you all for joining us. Again, my name is Victoria Muhammad. We enjoyed you. Northwest Ends. God bless.